It's been a big ruling for the country when it comes from this UK court because Sanjeev Chawla, who has been cleared for extradition, has been hiding in the UK after one of the biggest scams to rock the cricketing world in India had taken a lot of people, especially fans, by surprise. And now it looks like the long arms of the law are catching up with him. Now, to discuss more about this, let us go to my sports editor, Dipanshu, who will in fact give us more details about Sanjeev Chawla. Sanjeev Chawla has been hiding in the UK ever since the scandal has in fact broken out, and he has been there with his family. There were several objections that he had raised also. Now from 1993 onwards, there's an agreement between India and the United Kingdom with regard to extradition process. But it is said that earlier, when it comes to documented evidences in the UK court, it did not test the possibility of in fact getting it through those courts, and that is why it resulted in many of the cases falling. But here the judge has gone ahead and said that prima facie there is evidence against Sanjeev Chawla. And now let's speak to Dipanshu about it. Dipanshu, when we are looking at how this particular case has been unfolding, it's been for almost 18-19 years that this case has been going on, and one of the primary persons who's been accused in it, Hansie Cronje, is no longer there in this case, but a lot of top stars of Indian cricket had fallen. But who is the Sanjeev Chawla that we are talking about? Who is this person? Can you give us more details?
Well, to talk about Sanjeev Chawla, he was a businessman. In 1996, he went to England, and from then onwards, in fact, in a press conference, Hansie Cronje admitted that he was in contact with one of the allegedly bookie called Sanjeev Chawla, and also he confessed to one of the administrators of the South African cricket, Ali Bakar, that yes, I was in talks with Sanjeev Chawla. He offered me $10,000 to $15,000 at that time to underperform, and as you rightly mentioned that the primary player, the Hansie Cronje, is no more. He died in 2002 again. So from 1996 to till now, it was again a huge question over what Sanjeev Chawla was doing with South African cricket team, who were the Indians that were involved in this scandal. In 2000, there was a series going on between India and South Africa. India lost the test series, and there were a few question marks on a few cricketers. So amongst Indian cricketers, there were a few huge stars likes of Mohammad Azharuddin, Ajay Sharma, Ajay Jadeja, not to forget Manoj Prabhakar, also was picked up in this case. So now then, it's as you rightly mentioned that the court has cleared the extradition. I'm thinking that it's the lull before the storm, as you say, because now all the things are getting clearer and clear, and that day is not far. When he'll be in India, and all the routes would be clear now.
No, he had raised a lot of objections also when it came to the court. We were looking at, he was speaking about his right to life, he was speaking about his right with his family life. All these questions were raised, but all those issues were also again dropped by the court, isn't it?
It seems as if the proceedings were quite slow, but again, due to some powerful issues or for powerful men, I think again you cannot question the court of UK and Indian court. But again, it looks as if now the things are going to clear up pretty soon. Yes, it has taken huge time, as you mentioned, around about 18 odd years it took. Even more than that, from 1996 till now 2018, I think it took around 20 odd years, but it's to be cleared soon. It looks as if the changes in the administration of Cricket South Africa, the bookies, and it would again be another ship that is going to clear up pretty soon.
Well, it looks like as of now we are going to see this particular move on the part of certain people who have pursued this case for such a long time to get their hands finally on one of the persons who could actually spill more light on what was the kind of racket that happened within the cricketing world during those years. With the inputs coming in from the sports desk at ETV Bharat, this is Verghese P. Abraham.